I've gotta say 2020. Ouch. I'm sure that whoever you are, you're probably thinking the same thing too. You might be stuck on how many missed opportunities there were this year, how you plan on making 2020 the year of clear vision. I guess our vision wasn't as clear as we thought. Who knew how painful 6 feet apart could be? I honestly was so satisfied with 2019, I thought to myself, there's no way 2020 could top it. I guess I was right. Who can say? No, 2020 isn't a year that was the year, but it was my year. Without 2020, I wouldn't have gained a clear vision on myself. And I'm sure you have too. My confidence grew so much this year that whether it may be because I reflected in my time of pure isolation or the fact that I was so bored that my mirror kept me busy, I became so much more confident and satisfied with myself. I spent so much time last year thinking if I was good enough, whether or not this person would think I'm weird or unfashionable or uncool, that I wasted my time and ended up silencing my personality. This year, I grew more than ever and learned to not only feel free on speaking up for myself, but I became able to speak up for others. When I learned to love myself, I was able to share that love with others. So I stopped doubting myself. When you say you can't do something, you won't be able to do it. In Gen Z terms, we call it manifesting. If you put your mind to it, you can do the unimaginable. I know a lot of us discovered our true friends and some people's true colors, even our own true colors, but it's important to keep those people close to you. Losing them may hurt more than you expected, but also don't falsely paint over the reality of your relationship with that person. Maybe losing connections with some people was a good thing because they are only meant to be a chapter of your life for a bit, and that's okay. And for the ones who stuck around, keep them around. Tell them you appreciate them. Tell them you are grateful that they even talk to you. Tell them you love them. Van Gogh once said, "I feel that there is nothing more truly artistic than to love people." And those people that do share that love can make life a little more exciting, thrilling, magical, and make some interesting stories to tell. I think we all learned this year that time is so precious and valuable. Time is actually more valuable than money. I stopped wasting my time on stressing over all the little moments that made me anxious. Every second started to matter to me. With all the time that some will say we lost this year, I took it to my advantage and really grew as a person. I began to appreciate the small things that made the big picture, and it is so important to show that appreciation. I feel like a lot of people have felt neglected or unloved over that March to August time period. We lost many connections with people, and we truly forgot how much they impacted our lives. It's always the small things that add up. It's strange how we never realize how much we love something or someone until they're gone. So appreciate everything. How blue the sky is, how bitter your coffee is, how much you love the taste of a slice of cheesecake, the emotional roller coaster from watching the last episode of a K-drama, the excitement of listening to a new song, even the empty silence before you fall asleep. It's all important. Live your life to the fullest. Don't take each second for granted, but don't live with regrets. Be happy you lived. Change is inevitable, so why not just experience it rather than stress about it? You'll never know how long your life will be because you assume you'll be able to make the most out of tomorrow, but make the most out of today instead. After seeing how COVID came up all of a sudden, fearing for our lives and the lives of our loved ones, knowing how George Floyd had left his home not knowing that a police officer would kneel on his neck, seeing how people are diagnosed and given days to live, makes me think I shouldn't take any second for granted, and I should make the most out of it. Maybe I sound a bit selfish, but if I take a moment for granted, then maybe someone whose life was too short should have had it from me instead. But this is my life, and it's your own life. So to everyone who is watching this, thank you. You molded me into the person I am today, going into 2021. Each person I have interacted with helped shape me into who I am today.
Yes.
And in return, I am proud of you. You've made it through so much, and I know it has been difficult, so congratulations on making it to 2021.